Well, hello there. How you doing today? Kevin Black from Jones Technical Institute. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do an automatic slack adjustment on your brake chambers. Now this specific brake chamber on this Freightliner here is a 2005. This chamber does not have spring brakes. The ones up front do. So before you start, you're going to want to make sure that your spring brake's released. But in this case, it does not affect. Alright, so this is our slack adjuster, our automatic slack adjusters. All trucks are equipped with these. They got rid of the manual slack adjusters because the automatic slack adjusters are more efficient. So, to adjust your slack adjuster, you got your adjusting screw up here, back here, and you have your pawl. In this case, this pawl is a pull pawl, meaning you don't remove it, you just pull the tab to release the pawl to make your adjustment. So what I'll be doing is I'll be pulling this pawl out, making sure that it's pulled out so I don't damage it while making my adjustment to my adjustment screw up here. And I'm going to want to do is, I'm going to want to make sure that my brake shoes are touching my brake drum. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, and I'm going to make the adjustment. Would have been easier if you came from underneath to see it. Alright, glad you guys could join me down here. So I'm going to go until they hit the brake shoe. You can see we're almost, the shoes hit the drum. You can see we're almost there. Now once you hit the drum, once your brake shoes are hitting, like mine are now, yep, they're hitting. You're going to go ahead and turn it a quarter turn off. The reason for this quarter turn is to make sure that your shoes aren't touching your drum to allow for a rotation so you don't have a drag. So there's my quarter turn off. You can't see it, but there's a slight space in between my shoe and my drum, allowing to make sure that there's no drag. So I've gone ahead and I've adjusted my slack adjuster. I believe everything's within specs. My shoes are at the right distance between from the drum and my slack adjuster. So the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and check your free stroke. What your free stroke is, thank you, Brendan. What your free stroke is the stroke from the back of the brake drum to your center clevis pin, and when the brakes are non-depressed, you take that measurement. So I'm going to go ahead and take my tape measure here. I'm going to measure from the drum to the middle of the clevis, and that's going to be 2 1/4. Okay, now you're going to want someone inside to depress the brakes. That way you can tell the difference. So, would you mind pressing the brakes for me, Brendan?
Not at all.
While he climbs up. So we've already gone ahead and built up our air pressure to make sure that it's at 80 pounds. And the reason we do this is to make sure A, our brackets are holding, B, our free strokes working correctly, and our slack adjustments at a good 90-degree angle when the brakes are depressed. So like I said, my first measurement was 2 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and measure it here. It's going to be 4 1/2. So I take 2 1/4, or 4 1/2 minus 2 1/4, which is going to give me 1 1/4, yeah, 1 1/4 stroke. Now, depending on your manufacturer's specifications, you're going to have to look that up to see what the allowed free stroke play is. With this specific model, we are in specs, and that's how you do a brake adjustment on your automatic slack adjusters. Now, I forgot to mention, you do not adjust the slack adjuster anymore. Once you've adjusted it, that's done. That's why it's called an automatic slack adjuster. Because back in the day, manuals had to keep being readjusted every time there was maintenance needed. These require no maintenance and only need to be maintenance when you replace your shoes, your drums, and a regular brake job. So that's it. Tune in next week for another video. Thanks for watching.